2 minutes.
At the finish line here, we saw this unfortunate incident with a couple of the four seats having a problem. And Jim, you've been around rowing for a long, long time, and maybe you might comment about some of the things that might occur that would have that happen to a rower, especially in the final throes of a race.
Well, fatigue, of course, is a factor. It makes cowards of us all. And sometimes people will grip so tightly on the oar handle that they might go to readjust that grip, and doing so, the blade doesn't go in squarely, and therefore it catches a partial crab. When that happens, boy, you just hold on and hope that you don't get thrown out of the boat. I've seen that happen on occasion, and it's not pretty.
We've seen it here, Jim, a couple of times over the years of the Crew Classic, and although I didn't have a yardstick at the time, I could swear that a couple of times rowers have come out of the boat 10 or 15 feet into the air with the torque on those long oars.
Well, hopefully it won't happen, but if it does, get out your judging cards and you can show them from the tower there. We're about ready for the start of event number 25, the Men's Collegiate Second Varsity 8 Heat A.
UC Berkeley.
In lane 1 is California, lane 2, UCSB, lane 3, UC San Diego, lane 4, UC Berkeley B-Boat, and lane 5, Washington State. Attention.
Go!
And there's the start. Event number 25, Men's Collegiate Second Varsity 8. No incidents so far off the start. Getting by the breakage area here. Very powerful start from USD and also California over in lane 1. Cal now owning the lead here. Pretty close to a full boat length as they approach the 250 meter mark. So that's the University of California in lane 1, your race leader. And then lane 4, the B boat from Cal, probably their third boat, is in the second position. And then a very tight race between University of California, San Diego and UCSB, with Washington State just being off the pace a little bit. But it's Cal's A boat in lane 1, racing its B boat in lane 4. And then quite a race actually for that third position between Santa Barbara in lane 2, UC San Diego in 3, and actually Washington State's pulling back into the mix of things. But your clear leader in race number 25 in lane number 1, Golden Bears from University of California. That's their A crew. The second Varsity 8, followed by their B crew in lane 4. Then it's University of California, San Diego in the third position, UC Santa Barbara in the fourth position, and Washington State University in that fifth spot. That's the call at 600 meters.
Men's Collegiate Second Varsity, this is the first heat, and the Cal A, well actually both Cal crews are appointing themselves very well. Checking our lane assignments, California A boat got off to a great start and even had open water very early, and they are in lane number 1. UC Santa Barbara in lane number 2, UC San Diego in lane 3. The other Cal boat, the second boat, is in lane number 4, and Washington State out there in lane number 5.
So we're racing for pride here, obviously. If you're in the second 8, you want to impress the coaches and also lay it down for anyone else. So we've got University of California, San Diego, which is a varsity program. Santa Barbara is a club program. And Berkeley's a varsity program, and Washington State is a club program. But again, none of that measures the passion that these athletes bring to the program. They all bring the same passion to the sport.
Well, not only is it an all University of California situation, with the exception of Washington State, it is all a Cal situation right now, with the A boat in lane number 1 battling it out with their B boat out in lane number 4. They are on the early leads, and it looks like the A boat in 1 is showing that they are the A boat in this particular situation. As they move down the course, the University of California, San Diego is in that 3rd position, and UC Santa Barbara in 4th. And on the far outside, Washington State is trailing back just a little bit.
Yes, in some of these earlier races where Cal has had it all that way, they've been able to come down the course at about a 32, long and strong, punching it out. But this B crew is keeping the A crew honest, and both of them are coming down the course at a 33 and a half.
They are not out for a Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning boat ride here. They're trying to establish something, and it's kind of interesting to watch A, B go at each other. Certainly the coach, unfortunately for the B crew, has been proven right so far, and that he's got his A crew out on the lead right now. They're in lane number 1. All the way out there in lane number 4 is the B crew, and there is some water difference between the two of them. However, both Cal boats have put a lot of open water back to the University of California, San Diego, and UC Santa Barbara is in that 4th position, with Washington State beginning to move up slightly on the outside and might be giving UCSB an argument here before it's all over with.
Yes, well, all of these crews, Santa Barbara, Washington State, known to be scrappy. You know, they're always ready in a fight, and they will not finish till the very end. University of San Diego, very smooth. They're Division II, heavy educational school, as all the Cal schools are, and they are probably just calculating and taking that intellectual passion to it as well.
Are we sure the coxswain isn't just back there reading up for his assignment this weekend? It is Cal A on the shoreline, continuing to lead, and they have open water back to their inter-school rival boat, the University of California, Berkeley B boat. Then there's a lot of open water back to the University of California, San Diego. Yes. And then Santa Barbara and Washington State made a little bit of a run at the activity there around the 500-meter mark left to go in this race. Actually, probably about 750 meters, but nothing came of it as we're watching the Cal A boat stroke along comfortably and easily. Lots of open water back to the Cal B boat. And then lots of open water back to University of California, San Diego. Santa Barbara is kicking up the pace just for the drill here, I believe, as they have open water to make up, and they have an open water lead over Washington State. So the Cal A boat just kind of cruised in with 31. The B boat got real serious at the end and cranked it up to 36. The University of California, San Diego stayed at a very even pace, not exerting themselves that much. So they will move on. UC Santa Barbara will go to the Petite, and out on the outside, Washington State coming in at the finish line to finish up on this men's collegiate second varsity A heat.
You know, even though it was a little bit of a parade coming through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it isn't often that you get a chance to row on a fully buoyed course with accurate times against other crews with consistent conditions. So I suspect most of the crews are really trying to take advantage of this and get their best performances in this early in the season so that they know where their strengths are and what areas need a little bit more work.
Jim, when you're coaching, if you're on the line here and your crew has a substantial lead, what do you want to have your coxswain do?
Well, first off, you just want to make sure you're being efficient each stroke. And depending upon what the regatta format is,